A few weeks ago, I got this bonsai, this powder puff red bonsai, and y'all, it is just endless joy. It is constantly flowering, and then even the buds are adorable. I just needed to show you guys. That's not what this video is about today, though. It's not about what's going right. It's kind of about what's going wrong. Hi, I'm Sarah. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. Thank you so much for tuning in and supporting me. Thank you for liking and leaving comments and subscribing. Today's video is about plants that are doing better without me, and this is the first one. This is my philodendron tortum. It ended up on the patio to fend for itself as a stump, and it is literally working on the second leaf. I am very impressed. I'm still not a fan of the tortum, but I do appreciate the resilience, so I'll keep watering it. The other one is my Anthurium veitchii. My issue with anthuriums was that I was getting the wrong ones that just didn't thrive in my climate or my environment. This one had no leaves, and suddenly it had a new leaf. It is crispy, but it's not dead. So it's surviving without me. Here's number 3 and number 4. This is my Anthurium magnificum. These are 2 leaves that it has grown since it's been outside. Yeah, they're crispy, they're ugly, but it's alive, so kudos to doing well without me. But I've kept watering it. And then this is my Alocasia tiny dancer. It got spider mites, so I moved it outside. It still has spider mites, but it's putting out these new leaves. I love the little container. I had found that at a Goodwill, and it's in pawn, but yeah, it still has spider mites, and you know what? It is what it is, but it's alive, so we'll just leave it there. Here's some other plants that are doing better without me, and that is my Dracaena that I've had for several years. It's suddenly made a growth spurt, so I feel like just this summer it has grown. Like this is all, it's just exploded. So once it goes inside for the winter, I'm sure it's going to be very unhappy. But you know what? These plants, they're made to live outside. They're not made to live in my office. So of course they're going to be happier in their natural environment. And then I live in zone 9A, so it's basically a tropical oasis during the summer. I mean, it doesn't feel like an oasis, it feels like a sauna, but the plants like it. This is the one Anthurium that I have done so well with. It is the Anthurium paddle leaf Anthurium. It's flowering. I think this is the 3rd inflorescence. It has a new leaf coming out, and it's really happy out here away from me. So yeah, I really like this Anthurium. It's very hardy. Here's another one. This is a succulent. You know what? One of y'all are gonna have to tell me what kind of succulent it is. I had gotten it last October. It was huge. It's lost some leaves. It's gotten pretty tall. I probably could restart it, but it's happier outside without me. And yeah, it doesn't look like that great, but it's not dying. So we're good. And this is Goldie, my pothos. This is actually one of my original pothos that I had gotten probably in like 2017, I believe. I've just cut it back so many times and propagated it, and it's been in the same soil forever. It wasn't doing good, and I put it outside, and all of a sudden, it's so happy. Look at all these new leaves. Look at, ooh, that one's beautiful. I love golden pothos. These new leaves are gorgeous. I mean, something's chomping at that one, but wow. Okay, pothos. That was Barry, by the way. Barry, do you want to come here? You want to come see Mama? Come say hi. Yeah. He's probably going to chase some lizards or something. We have those green anoles, and he loves to stare at them from the patio. These are the guys that Barry likes to run after. They're green anoles, and he loves to chase them. Let's look at some more plants. So this is my Hoya Jennifer. It was attacked by, I'm guessing this was probably mites. It was, let me think, it was probably 4 leaves when I put it outside and decided I don't want the mites to be all over my collection. But since then it has grown this vine and 2 new leaves, and it is doing better without me. I even forgot to water it for a while. And this one had root mealies at one point. Well, I don't see any right now, so I think we're probably pretty good. It needs to be watered. But yeah, surviving way better without me. You know what? That's okay. Here's another one. This is my Alocasia variegated Frydek. It's evidently a reverted corm. It's beautiful. Look at how like shimmery those leaves are. I'm definitely not mad at that. But I put this outside just because I didn't have room, and I think I did see a spider mite, and I just was like, nope, we're not doing this. And look at it. It's so happy. It's like leaning towards the sun, and you know what? That's awesome. This, I guess, doesn't really fall in the same category because I was going to grow this one outside anyways, but look at this Jasmine Sambac. It's been blooming constantly, and it smells so beautiful. It has actually grown more in the last few weeks, and I'm so happy about it. My patio pothos, they're doing really good. They've grown so much. I need to water them, but I've really liked these self-watering planters have just really been great. This is the Shangri-La pothos. The leaves are weird and wonky, and you know what? I love it. I love it. A few of them are variegated, but I love the dark green folded. It's like both ugly and pretty at the same time. I love it. And then this is my lemon lime pothos. It's doing great. And then my mix pot of Syndapsis, you can tell that it has been through some dry periods, but mostly it's been doing great. And you can see the silver splash up there in the corner kind of growing out. So they're probably not going to be happy when they go inside for the winter, but until then they'll be able to grow out here by themselves. So since I've shown you the plants that are surviving better without me, let's go out and just have like a little garden update. I do have Home Depot buckets everywhere that I had caught water from recently. We had so much rain this last week. We had flooding and tornadoes, but we're good. So this is lemon balm that's really happy, and it's growing with my lemon tree. I have it in a big ceramic white pot. It usually flowers just in time for it to get cold. It's never given me anything. And then here is a rogue Rose of Sharon and a little baby anole. Look, it's so tiny. Okay, you guys, look, this is my hand. It's so tiny. All the geckos are so used to us being outside. There's Barry. They're so used to us being outside that they don't even run away. It's so cute. And I do think that they probably help with the pest population. This is my purple Tradescanthia. Purple heart is what it's called. I have several different kinds of mint. This is chocolate mint, and I know that people do look down at putting mint in the ground, but I don't care. If I don't want it, I'll just pull it up. And the boys love to run over it with the lawnmower, but it has made its way all the way over here. There is also a Tradescanthia. I need to look up what the name is, but I had taken a few cuttings from a public area, y'all. I think it was like 2020 probably. And I rooted them, and this is such a nice little ground cover. It makes these cute pink little leaves, and you can see that it has spread that way. And you know, I like things that come back every year. That's what I want. My Rose of Sharon, look how happy it is. I filmed earlier today. I'll put that up in the corner. And the flowers were all open and happy. That was this morning. This is probably about 5:30, so it's really hot outside right now. But this plant really thrives in the sun. And I have a ton of Mexican petunia. I don't like this plant. I actually hate it because I've never planted this over here. It was always over there. But because when it rains, the seeds are washed over through the yard. And so I'm always pulling it up over here. And yeah, I don't like it, but the hummingbirds like it. It just seems, it's a weed basically in my yard because I have to really try to keep it under control. What I really want to show y'all is I finally got a shade cloth. This is not glamorous or anything by any means, but a few videos ago I had talked about Mac bids where I have gotten a lot of garden items by bidding on them, and one of those was these tent poles, or not tent poles, these light poles, and so I'm using them for my shade cloth. What's amazing is I put the shade cloth in, I'm gonna say it was like 4 days ago, and there's a dramatic difference when you're under the shade cloth with the heat, but I have so many new leaves coming up, and so that is very exciting to me. Right now what's exploding in the garden is these beans. I'll put across the bottom what type of beans they are. They thrive in the heat, and they also do well with drought. So I'm excited to see how well my harvest is. I did plant a lot of them. My tomatoes ended up having some kind of fungus, so I got rid of them. These are volunteer tomatoes that came up in my garden. They are super leggy. They don't have anything going on with them. I just think it's too hot. So tomatoes are probably they're going to be done for the season, and maybe I won't have tomatoes again until like October. We have the peppers still going okay. The poblanos have gotten a lot smaller because of the heat, and that's okay. We do still have some serranos. My cucumbers started getting really ugly from the heat, but let me show you. These are the new leaves that I'm talking about, but they're starting to, like, you know, they're starting to climb, so they are happy once I put this shade cloth. And I can't even believe how much cooler it is under the shade cloth. It's a 50%, I think, shade cloth. And I have a butterfly pea vine that is growing up this trellis, and it started flowering like a few days ago. So I think it was just too hot that it wasn't flowering. And here is a squash that kind of made its way out, and it started rooting into the mulch, which I thought was cool. I've never noticed squash doing that. So this is like my first year to do squash that are still thriving, even though I've been seeing squash bugs everywhere. So these leaves are really big. Now, my garden is far from finished. I have finally 3 layers of cardboard and 1 layer of newspaper under this whole section. And then I also have some rosemary and some compost over there in the corner. So we'll be getting ready to put some mulch down soon. But in the meantime, it looks pretty ugly. But the cardboard has been doing the trick for all these years, and even though it's not pretty right now, I know that it's gonna keep me from having to pull weeds and grass. These are from that. My plan is to keep going with my garden that way. So recently I won 2 planters, elevated planters that I'm gonna put right here. And then I'm gonna have 1 long 12-foot planter here in front of my shed. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting that put together. But first we need to continue with the boxes, and hopefully it'll be soon, because the wind really picks them up. Here's another area. So we're adding boxes all in this area. So this will all just be mulch, and then we'll use mulch glue in certain areas to keep the mulch in place. But as you can see, the mulch is done really well, and it's been the cheapest way for us to have walkways in the garden, and it's been very minimal when it comes to grass coming back through. See, that's not really that bad. So probably like once a week I come through and I just pick little pieces like this. I think it's just like you just got to stay on top of it, but we have not ever sprayed any kind of grass killer or anything like that. But the rain has washed away a lot of the mulch, so we probably do need to look into getting some mulch glue, but I would like to read about it to make sure that it's not toxic. You can see where the mulch last week just really got eroded, and you can also see how much rock is in my dirt. You see that? I have a very rocky yard. It's clay, lots of clay and lots of rock. So you see all the flowers? The zinnias are just so pretty. I had a lot more zinnias last year than I have this year. And I think it's probably because the sweet potatoes are growing so much that they probably choked out the sun, and the seedlings aren't able to come through. Can we just they are just so cute. And they're everywhere. Oh, I love this one. It's so orange and vibrant. It's so pretty. And I love that zinnias have like little tiny flowers in the middle. I know those are like the pollen. Just so beautiful. A sunflower. And my neighbor's beautiful crepe myrtle with the light purple flowers. It's so pretty. And let's end on the Cuban oregano. So pretty. And my black-eyed Susans. I planted these seeds and they're growing. I hope next year this is just full of black-eyed Susans, moss rose, my Malabar spinach. You know what? I'm going to plant all the seeds and just see what happens. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you guys have a great day and enjoy all the planty things. Bye.